Hey, thanks for coming along on this hike. It's going to be a good one. It's up the Lake Chelan Lake, and it's like a big fjord. I never knew this was here, but it's going to be good. It's going to be a good hike. We were supposed to have tons of hot weather, but we got lots of clouds. But it's been great so far. Right now I'm at the second camp, and it's still amazing me. Hey everybody, it's Bruce Nature Calls. I'm on the very first leg of my first hike of 2021. It's been hard. I've had a lot of injuries and I still have a few that are aching me, but I had to get out. And so I looked around and I've never done this hike before. It's called the Lake Chelan-Lakeshore Trail. And Lake Chelan is in the eastern part of Washington State. And hopefully I don't get too much wind. So it's on the eastern side of Washington State, and it's kind of like a fjord. If you look up, so that's where I'm going, and that's where I came from. So it's just a really just awesome hike, and it's probably too windy, so I think I'm going to go back to camp. But as I'd come down here and enjoy this. Well, that was just the most amazing way I think I've ever got to a trailhead. That was just rode 30 miles in the Lady Express, Lake Chelan. This is just like fjords up here. This is just amazing. I had no idea. So we are just starting our hike, and we're gonna go to Cascade Creek for the first part. But this is basically a 19-mile hike along the shores of Lake Chelan, and drove 3 hours this morning to make it to the ferry at 8:30, and just rode a couple hours on the ferry to get to this point. And instead of doing it 2 days, which is it can be easily done, I much rather wanted to spend some time up here, and so I'm taking 3 days. Plus I'm going to do all the photography stuff. So just gonna relax and just take in this incredible beauty. Good Lord. Yeah, this is just what a beginning to a great hike. And it's just all along the shore, so it'd be pretty tough to get lost. This is just amazing.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, like with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for.
You just came around the corner and just look at those mountains up there. Wow, what a beautiful view. Hopefully we'll get a little bit better view here as we go up the lake. But that was just coming around the corner, and way up there, just rugged snow mountains. Wow. Amazing.
Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Be free. Be free with me. Be free. Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for.
There's the Lady Express. That's the boat I took yesterday. It's going into this, I wish I could remember that town. Then they'll go to the next spot, which is my next camp spot, which is Moore Point.
Don't be a stranger in the night. Take a chance for some romance. Don't cover your eyes. Willow trees know you better than anyone else. It's time you let your guard down for someone like me. I'd say I'm settled and pretty calm. I don't storm in the storm. If not me, then someone like me that knows what to do and how to take care of you. But most of all, that deserves you.
probably a good shot of the boat-in spot. So you can come by boat. There's a few of these little boat-in camp spots. That's a pretty nice little dock there. This is just spectacular. Wow. Just views, 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 and views, and views. This is our water source right here. This is Cascade Creek. And it goes right down into Lake Chelan. I brought my Snow Peak French press. Love this bad boy because I like French press. But we're going to be making dinner tonight, so we'll take all my coffee stuffs out. Spoon. So there's the French press part. And got the BRS stove. There's my fuel. There's my fuel. And what we're gonna have tonight for dinner is so Nutrient Survival, and they're a big like survival food company, and they asked me if I wanted to do a video, and I'm like, I don't do survival stuff. I'm a backpacker, so they made me backpacker size, custom, and now they make backpacker stuff. But this stuff is like so incredibly amped up on nutrition compared to any of the other ones. There's tons and tons and tons of nutrition instead of just salt and flavoring and all that and spices. They really boost it up. Put a link down below, but they just really, as far as like if you want a healthy meal, they're great. I had some of their power bars on the way up. They were delicious. Honey oatmeal bars. I'm at the first leg of my through hike. Got up at 5 this morning, drove 3 hours to Lake Chelan from my house to catch the ferry, because I have one ferry that right now, before the summer bash, one ferry going per day. And it's a 50 mile long lake. It's 1,500 feet deep in some places. So at 8:30 this morning, that was the second stop along the lake. And there's some other backpackers as well. And it's about a 20-mile hike from where they drop us off up to Stehekin, which is like the last civilization for the PCT hikers. Never been there, but I'm just amazed by this whole trip. The trip up with the boat, ferry boat was. I've never been in the Norwegian fjords, but it's anything like this. My goodness, I mean, it's just this fjord-like environment. And they dropped me off at the beginning of the shore trail. There's a dock there, and so. Some people do it in, you have one overnight. I'm going to do it 2 overnights because I have to drive so far. Plus, you got to pay for the ferry, and I might even stay 3 nights. But I did 6 miles first day, and I'm here at Cascade Creek, and I'm actually with a bunch of trainee rangers. I thought I'd be the only one here. There's a whole team of rangers and their trainees right here at the same camp. So they've been really fun. And they even showed them the new guys how to clear trails and all that. But I've got freshwater, icy cold creek right next to me. And actually, it was kind of cool. So I decided that I bring the Eureka Solitaire. And I think it's actually a really cool design. It's just made with cheap materials. But it's got that feature, and I have it set right now. So if it's starry night, which is not really looking like a starry night right now, you can just look up at the stars. It's like a mosquito net bivvy, and if it rains, you just put the top on it. But I think it's a really cool design. They're only like $100 from Eureka, and I thought it'd be perfect for this trip. I'm just doing this solo. Got the Big Agnes Double Z mattress, big 4-incher. Got the A-Left pillow, and I'm trying out a Nemo synthetic sleeping bag on this trip. I think the synthetics are they've really come a long way. I don't know how much further they're going to be able to go, but they're fairly lightweight now, and for the amount of heat that you get. So got a few other things that I'll be dinking around with. Got a new headlamp. It's a Petzl Pika rechargeable. Love that because it has a glow-in-the-dark thing to it. I got a few some foodstuffs, new bear mace thing. There are bears over here, but I'm mainly concerned with cougars and rattlesnakes. So that's tonight. I'll start cooking here in a minute and go over some food. Then tomorrow's going to be a second leg, about the same distance, maybe 6-7 miles to another point like this. And so that'll be tomorrow. But yeah, this is pretty cool, and I'm really excited about staying in the Eureka tonight. Solitaire. That's just going to be fun. All right, we're on our next leg to Moore Point. Started off a little bit rainy this morning, but I'm hoping it'll clear up. But back on this wonderful trail, it's just so much fun. Definitely like climbing out of Cascade Creek was 500 feet elevation change straight up. Once they kind of get you up on the side of the fjord here, you got this awesome trail. Just kind of meanders along, little ups and downs. It is just fantastic. And the views are just amazing. So this is be a short day, about a 4-miler, and then the third day will be the last jaunt into Stehekin. Yeah, this is awesome. Kind of going into like a little forested area now, which is a nice little change. Very, very fun. Looks like we're coming up on a shelter here. Looks like some other hikers stayed there last night. That might be a good, like if you're doing a 2-dayer, you're a creek up here somewhere. See that there was a fire here sometime. I can't really tell when. This area has fires pretty much every year. I was talking to the forest crew last night, and they're asking me if we're gonna have a fire. And you know, personally, I don't really have fires anymore. It's been so many big forest fires out of control. So I've just kind of opted. Oh yeah, there's a nice little creek down here. Nice. I've kind of opted away from having fires. Most of our great backpacking is above 5,000 feet where they don't allow fires anyway. So, but the fire risk is low right now according to the Smokey Bear. But no, I'm good. I'm good. It's very cool. All right, we're on our next leg to Moore Point. Started off a little bit rainy this morning, but I'm hoping it'll clear up. We're back on this wonderful trail. It's just so much fun. Definitely like climbing out of Cascade Creek was 500 feet elevation change straight up. Once they kind of get you up on the side of the fjord here, you got this awesome trail. Just kind of meanders along, little ups and downs. It is just fantastic. The views are just amazing. So this is be a short day, about a 4-miler, and then the third day will be the last jaunt into Stehekin. Yeah, this is awesome. Kind of going into like a little forested area now, which is a nice little change. Very, very fun. I'll give you a view down lake. Well, this lake is just clear, clear, clear. It's like one of those, you know, you see like in the Caribbean. This is like super clear. I can see way down. There's a guy catching fish down there. Today's leg was today's leg was fantastic. I'm looking at one of the waterfalls on the other side of the lake. They're just all along the lake. It's just amazing. And every turn, and you have to stop and turn around and look at everything because you're missing stuff all the time. So it takes a little bit longer, but it's worth it. But yeah, it was a good leg and real fun. There's a lot more, say protected is probably the best way to describe it. The first leg was a little bit more open. And then this one had a lot more protection in it, but it wasn't sunny this morning, so I would have rather had sun because it was a little chilly. But time for dinner. All right, back down to the shore line area. That was a lot of bushwhacking on that last bit there. I mean, I couldn't see the trail, but you know, you can barely see it. That was a lot, but I guess it's kind of nice because the sun's still behind the mountain, so get a lot of shade. And Eastern Washington is definitely known for high heat, so this is kind of nice. All right, looks like we got another shelter coming up. We'll take a look at that in a sec. All right, well, another fantastic stay at Moore Point. Starting my final leg, which is like 7 miles into Stehekin. And it's kind of popped me up on the side of the fjord wall here. And so I can't even see the lake now, which is really kind of funny. It's the first time I don't think I've ever not been able to see the lake. But let's keep working along. This is a beautiful trail. Got a little cold last night. Definitely got some opinions on that Eureka solitaire. I never really used it for a long-term type of deal. And you know, for a big guy like me that just doesn't know, has really bad flexibility and all that, that's just not the tent for me. I mean, once you're in it, it's fine. But yeah, I think with today's tent, you can actually get you know, pretty nice tent for the same amount of weight. But, you know, for someone smaller, I think it's a great little tent. Definitely would replace those fiberglass poles with aluminum pre-vents probably. But yeah, it's all fun. It's all fun. There was a few people at the campsite last night, but that's kind of expected. It's one of the main campsites. I can see Stehekin now. Hopefully I'll make it before the boat, before the ferry takes off on me. Must be the Rex Creek shelter. Looks like they've got a couple nice tent pads. Yeah, so this fire was in 2001, the Rex Creek fire, and they have a bunch of signs around here: do not camp except on high ground because of washouts. So beware. Yeah, it's a decent shelter. I mean, it's not great, but sun protection. You just camp on the ground. Pretty nice view. Pretty nice protected. Looks like I may have made it. So now we're in Stehekin. See if I can make it to the ferry boat. Alright, it looks like I made it. Nice. Alright, well, thanks a lot for coming along. It was a great trip. Hopefully we'll come up and stay in Stehekin this summer. It looks really cute. Alright, take care. See you on the trail. Bye now. I'm at the Stehekin Lodge, and this is the last place or civilization, basically, when the PCT hikers are heading north to Canada. There's one more spot where they can get off and get supplies at Rainy Pass. This is the last place where you can get burgers, really good burgers. There's homemade ice cream. There's a bakery. There's a lot of great things, little cabins and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully we're going to get back up here this summer for my son's wedding and maybe spend the night up here. But it's just fantastic. So I'm just going to get some lunch before the ferry leaves, and I'm looking forward to some real food.